Yeah, we're back again, you know what I mean? Alright, so the next story we are going to touch upon is the Harry Dog situation, you see? Alright, so it's a Harry Dog killed in downtown Kingston. I'm going to play on our footage how it take place. I think either yesterday, you know, you see, but show me that. Shit.
One bit around daddy. One bit around.
Yeah, so the town kinda, you know what I mean, kinda hot right now, you see? Town kinda set away right now. This is how I go on in the town.
A rifle boy in my beacon.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you just click the like button so we can reach more people, you see? So, town kinda hot you know, you see? You know what I mean? Yeah, so town set away right now. Alright, so I'm going to read the article. Harry McLeod, more widely known as Harry Dog, the reputed ex-lieutenant of drug kingpin Christopher Dodoscope, was shot dead in downtown earlier today. McLeod, 51, was shot several times by unknown assailants at the intersection of Darling Street and Spanish Town Road. News of the killing has been making the rounds on social media, causing jitters in the West Kingston community of Tvj Garden, where he wielded significant power as a coke right-hand man. Already, the Kingston West Police are grappling with a significant increase in murder and shooting this year. In the first 29 days of this year, 15 murders were recorded across communities that fall within the division. They might talk about Kingston by itself, you know, they not talk about the whole island. You see, way more than that throughout the whole island. 12 more than what was recorded over the comparative period last year, according to the latest police statistic. The Kingston West Police also recorded 16 shootings between January 1st and 29 this year, 13 more for the comparative period last year. The police have not identified a suspect or motive for McLeod killing. In 2015, McLeod was freed from charges of receiving a stolen motor vehicle, forging the larceny in relation to a car found in Tvj Garden with more than 4,000 rounds of ammunition during the May 2010 police military operation in the community to arrest Coke. Coke, who was wanted by United States authorities at the time, was convicted in the US in 2011 and is serving a 20-year prison sentence. McLeod was also freed of ammunition charge in 2013. Alright, so the man had dropped out, see? And it looked like it thought for boil up into something, you know what I mean, major in the West Kingston area. You understand? However, what I find interesting is this. You know what I mean? The Prime Minister them always, when I say the Prime Minister them, I mean politicians. See? Them always ask the church, you know what I mean, for them help and support to stem the rise in crime. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to ask you a serious question. Which church them going to turn to now? Because the video them when I play earlier, you know, you see, it shows you that the church itself in a state of chaos. You understand? Because murders are taking place in the church. You understand? And we in the ISUPK know why these murders are going out of control and crime and them thing there. You know? We know the solution, you know. You understand? We understand that fully. See? But our leaders in society, you know what I mean, them rely on, you know what I mean, alright, no reason. Can police really stop crime? As in, if a man get up and say, yo, I'm gonna murder a man, see? Can police stop that? Him can't stop it, you know. So why is the purpose of a police? If police can't stop crime. All police can do is solve crime, you know. After the fact, you know. See? So that is one way that is already wrong. See? Watch out now. The church now, which claims to be the house of God, the government like to call on them and ask them for them support and prayers and fasting and one bag of thing. As these prayer and fasting work, that is the question that me going to ask and put to now. You can say it in the comment section if the prayer them work. And maybe me no aware say the prayer them a work. But based off of way me see, me no see like prayer and fasting in the church a work. You know what I mean? And to make things worse, this a go on in the church in them time. Yeah. This, see? This is what is taking place in the church. You know what I mean? Praise and murder, so the crime reach the step of the church now. You see? This is happening in the church. While they are singing and dancing in the church, this is taking place. So crime out of control, the government can't deal with it, and obviously the church can't deal with it. So who have to go deal with this crime thing? Eh? Only we in the ISUPK understand what is going on here. You know? We know the cause of this, you know. You know what I mean? That's why we implore, you know, that you need to come to class and learn. You understand? This is only going to get worse and worse. And as the pandemic get worse, yeah, the survival instincts and everything are going to chip in our people. You know what I mean? And people are going to get more violent. You know what I mean? More, you know what I mean? More grimy in our streets. You know what I mean? Where the strong are going to overpower the weak. You know what I mean? And everybody are going to be a victim. You understand? And that's going to go on, you know. The only safe haven on the face of this earth for our people, for the children of Israel, is in the ISUPK. You understand? And we say that emphatically with no change. We have been telling you this for 1969. You understand? We brought out the truth about the Bible, and many other, you know what I mean, organizations stole segments of what the ISUPK was teaching. You know what I mean? And spread it to UNO in a lies. The rest of them do it. Them telling us say Jesus black, but them never telling us say Selassie no Jesus or Selassie no Christ. You know what I mean? So them give no little aspects of the truth. You know what I mean? Where them never learn the full knowledge. You understand? Them just thief piece of the knowledge and bring it to you. You know what I mean? So you feel like an alternative to the Christian church is Rasta. You know what I mean? You realize say boy things not go on good in our church. So you run go Rasta. But things not go on good in a Rasta neither. The ISUPK is the only place where you can really serve the Most High. The only solution to this. This crime and violence is the Most High doing it. And no for you think of Satan. No for you think of Satan do this and don't know say a true be a Batman and be a sodomite and be a all sort of foolishness there in the island. We are condone robbery, you know what I mean? We are condone all sort of injustice. Where we now focus on, you know, what go on with the child molestation them. What go on with this culture of smoking weed and getting all of the man them pan drugs and all of them things there. Want to the immorality we are going in our society. All people are going to focus on the murder. Because the Most High knows say that you no fear. You no fear for dead. So guess what go on? You see all the immorality we wanna do, it a go cause more death. You see? Because that is the only way the Most High can get your attention. You see? May I come there, G? Hold on. May I come there, Alex? Hold on. Yeah. So, all the immorality we are going on in a society, see? But you know what really scare people? Murders, crime and violence, coronavirus. See? So, since you're afraid of them things there, and you don't care about the child molestation we are going on in our society, you don't care about the child molestation we are going on in our church, and the homosexual them we in our church, you don't care about your neighborhood, robber and thief and murderer, where you and them a friend. So it have to reach on the door. As a matter of fact, it have to come in our church too. You know what I mean? And the most I have to show you say the church is not the house of God. He have to show you. Or else he go get no attention. When you not cheat upon your husband and sleep with other men and be a whore, which the most I said there shall not be any whore in the daughter of Zion. See? When you not do them thing there, the most I go make you stop. He have to make death happening in the city. The scripture say, is there death happening? And may I paraphrase. You know what I mean? Is there death happening in the city and I have not done it? At the most I speak, you know. He might tell you, say, when you see evil happen in the city, him do it. Which God do not serve in a Christian church? Definitely not the God of the Bible. So may I play about this one more time. So, that's why we in the ISUPK, you know what I mean? We make sure, say, yo, we do the right thing. And we implore with people, the nation of Israel, to do the right thing. You understand? We keep class in a Maypen, Clarendon. You understand? Just go to ISUPK, Jamaica. You know what I mean? Look in the comment section, you see the number, dial the number. If you can't make it to class, you watch the classes. You know what I mean? We teach the truth of the Bible. You understand? There's nowhere else where you will learn the Bible. If you try to learn the Bible in the Christian church, things like these will happen. Because God is not in the church. The God of the Bible is in the ISUPK. It is not in Christianity. Christianity is a lie. And this prove it. And it is unfortunate how this woman had to meet her end. You know what I mean? Because she thought that this place was a place where, you know what I mean, God dwells. You understand? And she would be safe. But little did she know that she was being misled. And that such a tragedy would have met her in the Christian church. You understand? So it's unfortunate, but there's hope. Come to the ISUPK. We will teach you how to, you know what I mean, avoid incidents like these. You know what I mean? Imagine a criminal or a murderer coming to a church to kill one of our members, and all the leaders them could do is run up and down. You can't expect nothing more from them, a woman them. What you expect them to do? You know what I mean? That's all them could do. Save them own life. You understand? That's why we in the ISUPK, you know what I mean, we are led by men, like strong black men and Hispanic and Native Indian men, you know what I mean, of the children of Israel. You understand? We are the men of God. We put things in place to make sure that our women and our children are protected. You know what I mean? Things like this won't happen in the UPK, where one of our daughters would just be snuffed out like that. You understand? We protect our wives and our children. You understand? So, again, go to isupk.com. You understand? So the government now, them like to call on the Christian church for prayer, for the crime problem. But it look like it a get worse. So it come like the blessing with the Christian church pray for is actually a curse. Because crime a get worse. But it's the most I do this, yeah. The most I try get to no attention. You know what I mean? He might try telling us say you need to come back to him laws and him statutes and him commandments. You understand? Yeah, man. Alright. I will show you something. I will read a one scripture, you know, you see? I don't normally read scripture upon this, but I will read a one scripture. I will show you something you probably never know. No say in the Bible. Because all along in the Christian church I teach you say, yo, God love everybody and God is love and God is this. But you don't understand who is the Most High. The Most High demands obedience. You understand? And it has never changed. You understand? So, Moses, he was speaking to the children of Israel. Bear in mind, I said the children of Israel. Right after the Most High took them out of Egypt. See? And Moses was telling them that these are the laws that the Most High want you to keep. See? If you don't keep these laws, these are the curses that will come upon you. See? And this is one of the curses. This is the last curse that would have happened to the children of Israel. Listen to this. Verse 68. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. The word ship, S-H-I-P-S. So the Most High going to bring you in Egypt again with ship. How we come over here, so? Our foreparents get over here, so? No by ships. And you might say, well, it's Egypt. The word Egypt in Hebrew is Matazariam. It means house of bondage or slavery. See? So, Egypt here is slavery. So what this is really saying is, the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships. We went into slavery with ships. But guess what? Are the children of Israel supposed to go in a slavery? So who are we? You don't know. Because you go in a slavery. You don't have no recollection of what we were before slavery. Just think about it. Just think about it. But according to the Bible, the children of Israel would go into Egypt again with ship. A ship will go put them in a slavery. And a ship will come over here. But you don't know, say you are the children of Israel. You know why? Because of that damn Christian church. That same church that the gunman walk up in and kill the woman. Unfortunately. Because she don't know that she's a child of God. Without Christianity. So, she in the church. Worshipping in this idolatrous religion, which is Christianity. And she meet her end. Because she don't know, say, yo, she's a daughter of Zion by blood. And oh, she never know this? Because of the same slavery. Slavery is the reason why our people in the condition that we are in right now. And let me say that right. See? Not slavery, no. Slavery is the byproduct of us breaking the Most High's law. See? And as a result of breaking the Most High's law, we are in this condition where crime is prevalent. All we are do is kill one another. All these things that are happening right now, was prophesied to happen to the children of Israel. See? That's why I want to go to ISUPK. There's more. There's a lot more. You understand? And salvation is not in the Christian church. That is why things like this will happen in the church and it will happen more frequent. You understand? God is not in the Christian church. We just need enough to understand that, you see me? God though in other place there. If we don't want to find the Most High, we don't have to come to the ISUPK. We actually teach you know how to serve God. And serving God is not singing and dancing. And clapping and foaming at the mouth and kicking and shaking and talking in some God, you know what I mean? Who knows what kind of tongue them are talking there so. It's not a clubhouse where you go for sing and dance. The Most High is a serious God. When you look around, this show and say, yo, this world is serious. So, what kind of God do not serve in a Christian church? It's a fairy tale God do not serve. Because what kind of God would make somebody just walk up in him house and kill one of him servants them? Obviously God do in a church, but the Most High is in the ISUPK. You need to learn from the ISUPK. I emphasize it. If you not learn about God from the ISUPK, you not learn about God. You have never learned about God. You don't know who God is. People claim say them know God and one bag of thing, but you don't know God. If you don't want to know God, know the Most High, come to the ISUPK. Again, it is unfortunate what happened to this sister, you see? You know what I mean? She went to a place that she thought was the house of God to serve the Most High, which she didn't know that was not the house of God. And she thought she probably would have been protected in a place like that. You know what I mean? I don't really know about the backstory about what she do. Cause, well, my ear, you know what I mean, voice notes can't confirm. Might as well be true. But in many cases, all the way have reasons why we deserve to dead. You know what I mean? So if one white might say, yo, this woman deserve to dead. Well, all of we deserve to dead because all of we break the Most High laws. But the problem is this. She went to church thinking that she would be safe. You know what I mean? But what happened is when she died, no one pursued after the murderer. See? And her leaders in the church were frantic, running up and down and didn't know what to do. That is the Christian church. You know what I mean? A place with no solution. You understand? A house full of women, you know what I mean, which are not protected. You know what I mean? Because there's no strong men in that house. You understand? And to make it worse, righteousness is lacking in the Christian church because there's no keeping of the Most High laws in the Christian church. Which means the Most High don't have nothing to do with them. The Most High is not dealing with Christianity. The Most High is not a religious God, you know. The Most High is real, you know. One have to understand, you know, the Most High is real, you know. You see me? The Bible is not a religious book. But people turn it in a religion. The Bible are Hebrew records, Hebrew scroll. You know what I mean? About the rise and the fall and the rising again of the children of Israel. How them have it in a church a prance with it and a talk about holy Jesus and one bag of thing. Them don't know the curse where them a bring down upon themselves. That's why things like these happen. And that's why your pastor can't do nothing about coronavirus, even though him claim to be a healer. Him claim to be a healer and can't cure the coronavirus. Think about it. By this time now, you're supposed to know, say, yo, here we go on. God really know, but we know it now if we do the church. Because coronavirus prove your pastor to be this hypocrite. You understand? All you've been doing is paying a man to lie to you. You pay him your tithes or your offering and him tell you some lies, something that sounds good to your ears. You understand? And then you go home feeling merry and then him go home rich. You understand? Or she go home rich. You understand? So, you want to learn about God when you come to the ISUPK, you see? Alright, so I'm going to sign off. Now I go to, you know what I mean? This is a dead ass by now, you see? So, now I go rant on too much. You know what I mean? You just click the subscribe button and the notification bell. You see? This is a channel where you want to subscribe to, you see? This one for subscribe to. Because this is a channel where actually I tell you about solutions. You know what I mean? This is not a gossip channel. This is not a channel where I talk about ush artists do this and artists do that and rare. And ush, you know what I mean, who a take who and one bag of foolishness. We actually are going to solution pan things we are going around. No? You see? So like the video, want to share it, hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. You know what I mean? I need like a call on the viewers and subscribers. You see? Yeah man, don't just big up on yourself and know say, yo, the truth.